going on YouTube? It's Nick from Noobkill coming at you with another Madden video today. So guys, we got some content to talk about today. So as you guys know, Walk the Stage is going to be ending basically tonight. Tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. content is going to be done for Walk the Stage, and the new draft content will be in the game. So yes, I know there's been a lot of mixed opinions with Walk the Stage, guys, especially with it only being such a short program for 3 days, but mostly for that was, of course, to just get us introduced to some of the content that will be helping us towards inside of the draft content with, of course, the pick badges, and of course the pick'ems, right? With the trophies, where you turn your trophies, if you get the right pick'ems, you get an 85 overall draft player, not a road to the draft player, guys, an 85 overall draft player that will be used inside of the new draft content that will be dropping tomorrow, if everything works out properly, at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. So just like regular batch drop, we will have the draft content in the game. Now I want to give a huge thank you, of course, to our community manager Nick. He went and did a live stream today, and there was a lot of content to go through, so I'm gonna try to sum it up for you guys. Hopefully, I'm still a little confused about some things here and there, I'm not gonna lie, there is a lot, but by tomorrow we'll see a lot of stuff and we'll get our actual hands on of course the content. But let's go ahead and jump into this right here. So this is what he did sneak peek before his stream, that yes, the 17th to the 28th is going to be getting the NFL draft. As you guys know, it's in Las Vegas. I absolutely love the artwork for the Masters, and we'll get to them, but here it is. There's my man Nick right there in his New York Jets gear right there. But you guys can see there's a lot of stuff coming out on the map, not just with, of course, the 17th to the 28th. You guys can see we have 5 calendar nodes that are still a question, and they actually don't give us an official date of when that's unlocking. So right now we're in the dark until we get the content and stuff in the game. I'm guessing tomorrow some of these will have some dates, so we know something's coming out. But of course the big one is going to be the 23rd, because what, that's the draft, right? Draft night, live authorizing, and what that basically is about. So if this is your first time playing Madden Mobile, basically all the rookies, or about to be rookies, all the players in the NCAA and all that stuff, all the prospects, they are basically not in the NFL right now, so they're not under a contract with EA, with the NFLPA just yet. But once they get drafted, boom, once they get drafted, their team, EA and the NFLPA have a contract so they can make the card. So once whoever gets drafted, let's say number 1 overall, probably gonna be Joe Burrow, once Joe Burrow gets picked to number 1 draft pick, to the Bengals, boom, Joe Burrow will be in Madden Mobile. Like, that's gonna be how sick it is. If you guys have been in the draft program for the past couple years, you guys know what it's all about. But yeah, guys, this is pretty crazy. Especially, I gotta give you huge props to the team. Like I've been saying, they are working from home, and for them to get all this content, and now especially this one's gonna be the biggest task I feel for them. And especially, guys, this is where I do say, have some patience a little bit. Maybe, I know it takes about like 30 minutes before. Back in the day, it took 30 minutes, at least 30 to an hour, to get the player in once they got drafted. So for example, let's say Joe Burrow does get picked number 1 overall. He might not be in the game for 30 to an hour. I'm not 100% sure, but since all the live drafting, no one knows who's gonna get drafted number 1 to 10. So they got to make the card right there, right then. So like I said, they're working from home, so let's be a little bit lenient on them if some things feel like a little bit delayed. But that's what it's all about, guys. Really excited about it though, guys. So there's gonna be some big things. I might be live streaming on the 23rd, but definitely I will be live streaming on Sunday, this Sunday, guys. So check the link in the description to the Twitch. But let's go on to the next node right here, and that is our splash screen, and we get to see our first master right there, Ezekiel Elliott, 100 overall. And like I said, oh my goodness, that artwork, I don't know, man, that is the best looking artwork right now, man. I don't know, I'm just a really big sucker for, of course, like playing cards and stuff, like since it's in Vegas, I guess that's a very good theme right there. But this just looks so cool, the Royale theme. But yeah, Ezekiel Elliott, 100 overall, smash mouth right there, guys. You guys can see it. But yeah, this is what you guys will be greeted when you guys log into the game. But of course, guys, let's move on to the next node. And no, he is not just gonna be smash mouth, guys, he will be scheme selectable. So check it out, all the stuff right here. So we'll go through the key nodes. I'm doing this a little different than what Nick did, but of course you guys can see key info: draft stock, blitz 1 and 2, 20 attempts, 8-hour cooldown, 100 gem reset. So you guys will be using road to the draft stamina to play these. You guys can play that one a total of 20 times, guys, and then of course there's an 8-hour cooldown per every time, and we'll get to that, what that cooldown means. And then of course certain events are unlocked behind achievements, and those are the prospect ones, and that's what we're talking about here. Top 10 prospect to unlock unlock the top 10 prospect event. That is kind of confusing to me. I still don't really get the 100% of it, but I'll try to explain it a little bit. Hopefully I don't mess it up. And then of course we got draft shields, and those are earned by completing the 1st to 4th overall pick master sets. Then there's draft standouts, require specific draft players in their sets, and then the pick rewards will be redeemed on the 27th. All right, so we'll leave the last one for a little bit, but of course you guys see 90 overall draft masters. So the draft masters, guys, will get you guys your draft shields, but you have to get the 1st to the 4th draft pick, right? So that's how you guys get your shields, I guess, by completing the draft masters. You guys will see it needs 11 to 15 draft pick badge, and you guys pretty much know what those badges are because we've been seeing them in Walk the Stage, and then I'll talk about that afterwards. And then you need 16 to 20, 2 21s to 32 pick badges, and then 2 90 overall draft players, 90 or better. So that's what we got there. Moving on to our next slide, looking at our other master, and that is Aaron Donald there, guys. 100 overall, looking mean, looking nice. You guys can see them right there. I love the artwork, man. I absolutely love the artwork. But yeah, you guys remember with Easter, we had Night Train Lane and Von Miller. There was like 2 paths that you guys complete. If you wanted to complete the Masters, you get Von Miller. You complete 3 of them, boom, you automatically get Von Miller. And if you completed the eggs, you completed the 3 egg sets 4 times, boom, you got Night Train Lane. So similar right here. So to get Ezekiel Elliott, you need to complete 3 draft master sets, and in order to get the Aaron Donald, you need to exchange 3 draft shields. So that's how you guys get the shields and stuff. So yeah, there's been 2 types of ways and all that stuff. Now here are the standouts as well. Now standouts, they do need specific players to complete these standout cards. So you guys can see 20 draft standout badges, 193 overall specific player, and you also need 190 overall specific player, and an 885 overall draft players. Now what do we mean by that? Let's go ahead and check out the players, guys. So here they all are, man. Here they all are. This is nice, but look at this, guys. Draft players. So we got our 100 overalls, then we got some 99 overall players, guys. You guys see Aaron Rodgers, you guys Deshaun Watson, you got someone that's colored L right now, but we'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, basically I believe, I can't remember all the standouts, but I believe Aaron Rodgers, he's gonna be one of the draft standouts, and one of the specific players, the one that Nick did mention that Aaron Rodgers does need, is gonna be Minshew Mania, Gardner Minshew. So you will need his specific card. So in order to do that, you have to complete this card and get that card, etc., etc. You guys kind of know the gist about that. So yeah, here are all the players. You guys see 85 overalls. Now I think there's players that are lower than 85, but they're not in this picture right here. But you got Joe Flacco, who is an elite card right there, 87 overall. But yeah, really nice. Those are our player pools that we did get to see inside of the sneak peek right here, guys. It's already been 8 minutes. I'll try to speed things up. Now moving on to our next thing. Now here are all our live events. Now, like I said, I know Walk the Stage was a little bit like mixed reviews. One of them being was, of course, 70 stamina to play the events. You only had like 200 or 225 if you bought the earlier booster or whatever. But yeah, 200 stamina is what you guys get, and it was 70 stamina to play them once, and the refill time was just very long, and just a long while to refill it back up to even get 70 stamina. So not a lot of people finish off clearing the board and stuff. Now over here, you got 2 events that are your big ones. That's a standout blitz event and a stock draft blitz event, right? So those 2 are going to be requiring you 50 stamina to play. Now the draft stock one, there is 2 types. There's a Blitz 1 and Blitz 2. You guys see what you guys get for the first win and stuff, but here we go. For the first, number 1, if you get draft stock Blitz 1, the refresh times, like we said, every 8 hours. It starts at 6:30 a.m., then it goes to 2:30 p.m., then it goes to 10:30 p.m., and then of course the draft number 2, it's 10:30 a.m., 6 p.m., 6:30 p.m., and then 2:30 a.m., and these are all Eastern times, guys. So those are what you got right there. And then of course you guys see the standout. Then you got your prospects that are going to cost you 80 stamina to play, guys. Crazy. But yeah, those are what you guys can take a little pause if you want to read what you guys get out of this. I don't want to make this video too long. We're already at almost a 10-minute mark. And yeah, so here we go, guys. Collectibles. Here are some of the collectibles inside Road to the not Road to the Draft, the actual draft content. So you got draft shields, draft trophies, draft top 10 trophy, you got pick badges, round badges, and draft points. So a lot of new currencies. Now this is where I felt like a little saddening. Of course, I felt like I kind of had an idea with this, especially with like you guys doing the walk the stage and clearing out the board. Sometimes you guys got some picks, right? So back in the past, guys, used to be able to, if I pulled pick number 1, I would trade that pick in 1 for 1 basically. If I pulled, so let's say, I believe last year, right, Kyler Murray was our number 1 draft pick. If I'd pick badge number 1, you either built it or you pulled it. You trade that in, you get Kyler Murray, right? This year, it's not the same with the badges that we got from Walk the Stage. Walk the Stage badges will be used to build the actual pick badges itself. And then from there, it will be even more. But yeah, you guys can see a little disappointing that I kind of felt like this because you were getting a lot of pick badges, especially inside. Like today, I pulled pick number 3 and 10 in one draft node on, of course, the Walk the Stage thing. So there is that. Moving on to our next thing, and this is the actual map right here, the live event map. So you guys can see the top left, you got your two like the draft stock and draft board, then you got your prospect as well, and then on the right side you have all of the draft picks. So like I said, on the 23rd, when the first round draft pick comes out, boom, you can go ahead and finish off the set and get your 100 overall for the pick number 1. Now pick number 2 is going to be a 99 overall, and then it goes down and so forth like that. But yeah, you guys can see this is what the hub looks like. You got the prospect, you got your achievements and all the points and stuff. So moving on to our next slide, here are the achievements. So with the prospect, all right, so I believe first off you start off with round 1 prospect, right? You play that event and you accumulate draft stock points. Now once you get to 80 stock points, you will receive the top 10 prospect live event. Once you guys finish that, once you beat it once, I believe you get 500 roll to the draft points. Once you accumulate 150 draft stock points, top prospect 5 pops up, and once you reach 275 draft picks and you play the top 5, boom, number 1 draft prospect is unlocked. And once you finish that, you do get 2,000 roll to the draft points. So there it all is. Like I said, I'm a little confused myself on this stuff right here. I'll get a better gist of it when I get my hands on. But yeah, you guys can take the time to pause and read the other achievements, but we'll move on to the next one. And then you guys see at the top 80 stamina to play those top prospect events. But here we go. Here are the trade-in guys. All right, so remember how I said those badges you got over here are not technically the number 1 draft pick badge? No, you need these ones to go ahead and put into the picks over here. So if you want the number 1 pick badge, like the actual number 1 pick badge, you will need 190 overall draft player plus 2 to 3 round badges plus a 1 2 to 4 pick badges. I know that sounds confusing, but you do need a lot of items. So once you guys complete that will be the badge to get your 100 overall. But it does not stop there, guys. All right, it does not stop because it's not a 1-to-1 trade-in anymore. So if we go to the next page, this is what the big thing. So draft night, be sure to come back for the live authorizing. That will take place on April 23rd. So if you want the number 1 draft pick, guys, that's going to be a 100 overall. You will need the number 1 draft pick badge that you went ahead and built. But along with the number 1 draft pick badge, you will need another 690 overall draft players, guys. So in total, just draft players alone, if you want the number 1 draft pick, you will need 7, because you need 6. You need 190 overall here, and then you also need 690 overalls here, plus the other badges you need. So there you guys go. That's what you guys got right here. Now, another thing I do want to mention that I don't even know the answer to this one, but I just had a quick question, and I don't think Nick had the answer for me at that time when I asked him. But of course, you guys can see, let's say you guys know. Okay, so let's say we already know, right? Let's say we already know number 1 draft pick, even though it's 100 overall, we know it's going to be Joe Burrow, right? You guys think it's going to be Joe Burrow. Pretty obviously, Bengals should pick up a quarterback. Joe Burrow seems like the right option. So for me, I got Lamar Jackson. I'm about to max him to 105 overall. I don't need a Joe Burrow card, right? So there would be really no point of me building the number 1 draft pick, because I'm not going to really use it. I'd probably sell him if I really had to build him. But number 2, a lot of people I believe Chase Young, a defensive end, I believe he could be going number 2, but we don't know this. This is where you have to take some risk here, right? So let's say I want to go ahead and build number 2 because I want a defensive end. Could possibly Chase Young, could not be, right? But you know how here it says you need 1 2 to 4 pick badge, and then for the number 2 prospect you need 1 5 to 7 pick badge. So let's say if you had 2 to 4 pick badge. I don't know if you can put that 2 to 4 into the 5 to 7 pick badge, if you kind of get what I'm saying here. I hope you can, but like I said, I'm not 100% sure. But after that, the second 2, of course, the 4th draft pick are going to be 99 overalls. Then the 5th 2, of course, the 7th are going to be 98 overalls, and then the 8th to the 10th are going to be 97 overalls. And obviously the stuff required needed for a lower overall will be reduced. But yes, guys, that is the draft content. I know it does seem very like a lot of content coming up, a lot of content, man. It really does, right? It really does. Where's the screen? Right here. I gotta pull this. Actually, and I don't think I can find that screen, but before we end off this video, guys, there's a lot to digest. I know there's a lot, but one big thing that is really nice that they are doing, though, is of course this yellow card. We don't know who the overall is or who the player is, right? We know the overall, but we do know a hint as well, right? We do know there's a hint right here that Mr. Relevant will be an undrafted player. So someone that went undrafted, who is a relevant player, went undrafted, and it will be a 99 overall. Now, how to get this 99 overall, all you have to do is log in 7 days straight, play one live event, and you get the collectible, and then you can trade those in, and boom, you got yourself a free 99 overall, guys. So that's something to be excited about, because that's free Evo food if you really wanted it, to upgrade your 98s to a 100 overall. So free Evo food right there. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I really do like that. A nice little addition to this. Of course, this mystery Mr. Relevant player. Tell me what your guess is. Undrafted, I'm guessing it's probably gonna be defensive player. Could be like Chris Harris Jr. I believe he went undrafted. Malcolm Butler went undrafted as well. I don't know. You guys tell me in the comment section below what your guess is for Mr. Relevant. But yeah, that is the draft content, guys. Tell me which one are you gonna get, Ezekiel Elliott or Aaron Donald. Leave your comments in the comment section below. But yeah, guys, content will be dropping tomorrow. I'll make a video, of course, tomorrow, and we'll be live streaming on Sunday. So hopefully you guys can tune in. But thank you guys so much for watching. Always stay hype, and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.
What's up?